Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. This is post-commentary, and the reason for that is because my capture card froze. So, I actually got a skill point, I got a gold bolt, and then I shut the machine, or I shut the game down. And then what I did was I came back, and I did the things I would normally have done, and then continued to record. There was actually live audio for both of these, but because they're incongruous... Wait, that's not incongruent. They're incongruent. Because of that, I didn't combine them, because I didn't know where, you know, what would happen. Okay, so we decided to do this trail to try to get a guy, and this is a good strategy. I got this very quickly because you have to shoot one of these ships. I didn't get the guy I expected to get, but I did get a skill point and a trophy. See, and that was the real thing about it, was I couldn't re-get the trophy. So then I bought some ammo, and none of this applies to, because I didn't buy this ammo for my restart of this, and it actually took way more Visibomb shots to do it again. So yeah, but none of that is important. Yeah, it just, like, the game started, the recording started stuttering very weird. And I think what happened, and I may have talked on the live version of the second half of this, or I may have talked about it on the video after this, which you'll find out if I actually did, and I'll find out during editing. But I actually had the skill point gold bolt collection, like, website open in my browser on my recording. I don't usually do that. I usually copy into a text file, like the information that I need. Like, I compile it in a text file, and I have the text file open, because that takes, like, no memory, no processing or anything. It's just a text file. Like, you can change it to your background. So that's usually what I do, but in this case I was trying something different, and apparently my computer just didn't like that. Or my capture card didn't like it, or who knows, maybe it was just a bad day, I don't know. I mean, I know very little about computers. I just know the one thing I was doing different than I'd ever done messed everything up, so I'm not doing that again. So I didn't. I actually, I took the site I was using, and I'm making notes. So we can swim against the current here, and there's an area we couldn't get to before. Then there's a gold bolt back here. There's other things back here, but there's also a gold bolt. And the gold bolt is the thing we care about. Now, in the live commentary, I did think I messed this up really bad. And I did not. Later, I do the same thing, where I think the gold bolt on Pokataru, I think that I've made that unobtainable, and I clearly have not. And it takes me, like, jeez, it takes so long to get that gold bolt. I get it, but it takes me forever. And at this point in the game, by the way, because this is post-commentary, I've gotten very far, and actually could have gotten way further. The issue I had was, I was waiting to get the hollow guys, so I could try the infinite bolt glitch. But, here's the thing, that glitch is patched in this version. So, you can't use that method to get to the infinite bolt glitch. So instead, okay, so you could, like, hey Ryan, let's play, jumped off those boxes to get the gold bolt, and you can do that. And so I destroyed these boxes, and then was like, oh, I completely destroyed my opportunity to get this gold bolt, which is not true. Like, there's actually an intended method to get this gold bolt that does not involve these boxes. So yeah, so to get the hollow guys, or to get the infinite bolt glitch, which I did, I have to use the decoy glove to push myself out of bounds and walk out of bounds before like gliding into the area where the racetrack exists in the game. It's gonna be a fun set of videos. It was a fun technique to find out, like, as I went. However, I didn't record commentary because I thought it would take me forever. It didn't. It took me 4 tries. Like, it's very easy. Like, yeah, it's not, okay, it's not as easy as the original method, but it's easy. If I can do it, it's certainly not. So that'll be fun, that we'll have that information, in this playthrough. Is how to out-of-bound yourself into infinite bolts. So the climbable wall is the intended method for getting this. And I always hear those guys saying die. Like, I know they're probably not, but it certainly sounds like they are to me. So up here is where the gold bolt is. So there we go, we've gotten that gold bolt now. I decided to use the original footage. I actually had a 15-minute, like, live commentary all the way through with me coming back here and talking about it. And just thought that, you know, it would probably be better to leave it in live commentary. Or to put it in post. I didn't get any of these bolts in my... So you're going to see my bolt count probably drop when we do the switch over. And you'll have to deal with that. And my ammo amounts. But we're clear through until... I think I recorded video 45 or something today. Which, by the way, the second half of this and video 45 and everything in between them are all the same play session. All of them. So, that's a lot. I don't know. It's 4 hours. It's 4 hours of consistent recording. But it took me like 7 or something. I take breaks between every video. Or every 2. It's usually every 2. And what I'll go is like queue up a YouTube video or something, or go watch somebody stream on Twitch for a bit, or like right now I'm watching Ken Burns baseball. Oh, one of the things I should also talk about, and we might see a little bit of the glitching here, but we may not. And maybe it was because I got the sand mouse, although I get him in the new attempt too. Okay, well there's our edit. And actually it looks like our bolt count went up a little. That's kind of nice. Yeah, and I've read a ridiculous amount of science fiction books since the last time I spoke to you. Well, maybe not the last time on the channel, but today is Christmas Day, by the way. So that'll tell you where I'm recording. So anyway, today is Christmas Day, and I have read, yeah, a ridiculous amount. And what I bought myself for Christmas were all the second and third, and in one case the fourth books of series that I started, because I started the fantasy series, the sci-fi fantasy series that includes the first book of Shadow of the Torturer. So I ordered like Claw of the Conciliator, and then I also started the Foundation series by Asimov, and I got through the first book of that. And what else? The Three-Body Problem, Chen Lui. And so, Remembrance of Earth Past. So I ordered the next 2 of those, or the last 2 in that series. And I actually am reading the first book in the Discworld series right now. But I read other stuff as well, so I mean it's not Stainless Steel Rat and things like that. Just books. I'm on a paperback sci-fi craze right now instead of presidential biographies. So there's a bunch of stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff, there's a bunch of stuff in this world. Like, we have to shoot things. And I couldn't figure out reverse controls on the Visibomb glove. Like, it had been so long since I played. And, we have to hit ships here. And I give up on it. And then I realized that this is actually the thing I want to be doing. But I do try to shoot this guy. And, to see if you can knock these robots off of their construction areas. And, spoiler alert. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just reading, just a ton of sci-fi. I read Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke. There's others. Seriously, I'm reading, like, I'm going through a book every two days or 3 days, like 120 pages a day or something. Which for a guy who works 12 days out of 14, and records like this, I think it's pretty good. I think my pace is fantastic. What am I reading right now? Oh yeah. I'm reading The Color of Magic, the first book in the Discworld series. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. They're all very. I mean, part of the problem though is that I'm reading like classics. I'm reading incredibly well-regarded classics. So, you know, there's not going to be a lot of letdown. Stainless Steel Rat was okay.
Beauty.
But I'd have to look. I literally would have to look at a pile of books to figure out exactly what I could talk about right now, because I'm just plowing through them once I start something. But the Shadow of the Torturer series, it's called like the something of the sun, or the Blade of the Sun series or something like that. The first book in that was amazing. It was so good. And it's called Shadow of the Torturer, and there's very little torture in it. I was pleasantly surprised. And yeah. The Foundation series was good. The Foundation series was very easy to read. It was very fast. And the Three Body Problem, like the Remembrance of Earth's Past one, if you're really, I mean, like modern, it's great modern sci-fi. It's so good. It's super, super good. So yeah, so all of those things are coming. So like the second Foundation book and the third, the last 3 books in the Blade of the Sun series, and the last 2 books in the Remembrance of Earth's Past series, which is a play on the title of a collection of books by Marcel Proust, of which I tried to read the first, Swan's Way, and failed miserably. So, yeah. What else? What else about those things? What else about those books? I have Dune sitting here. I don't know. I mean, I have Dune sitting here. So it's like on the floor right now. I actually used it as part of the wait to hold down the button during the infinite bolt glitch. It's funny. What was on the bottom? There was a book on the bottom. Let's see what it is, because I can reach down and pick it up right now. It was Ulysses. It was James Joyce's Ulysses, a book that took me a long time to, and like over 10 attempts to actually get through. And I had an old English professor, when I told him I'd read Ulysses, he's like, well, that's not the point. He's like, how much of it did you understand? And I was like, I think 40%. Aside from common English words. Because, you know, I mean, my command of kind of the general knowledge, but like, so many references to, you know, the like, Irish, like cultural revolutionary movement in at the turn of the 20th century, and it, you know, I mean, who knows? Like, I think people out, like, even in Ireland, probably people who haven't studied like Irish history might not, you know, it would be like writing a book about, you know, America in the 1880s and having state level politicians as, like, you know, as references, and, you know, people are gonna be like, no, why would I know who the governor of, you know, the governor of Florida was in 1887? So yeah, so books. So I'm on this huge reading kick, and I'm reading these books faster than I could eat them. How about that? That tells you nothing. That tells us nothing, Vertical Sandwich! Okay, well, I don't know. I'm reading books, I'm watching Ken Burns baseball, I'm learning about baseball, I'm getting a feel for some real classic sci-fi. I don't like. I really like shoving new things in my head and seeing where they, you know, fall into the general pattern of random stuff in my head. It's the closest thing I have to a hobby. So, when we come back, talk about the actual game and live commentary. Bye, everybody.